is the winner by way of knockout and still undefeated, Brunello Suras.
All right, let's unwrap this whole situation here with Jaime Munguia versus Suras and why it involves a lot of other fighters, including Canelo, Bud Crawford, Berlanga, and the like. But first, if you're here for the first time, thank you. If you're an older subscriber, thank you again for supporting. December is a slow month for most creators, especially new ones like myself. So the numbers don't always go our way during December and January. So I'll keep fighting against a good fight and just keep posting and let it be what it be. Now, so this is what happens. What I mean by when a fighter like Berlanga or Munguia, who fought a world-class fighter like Canelo, and they do a good showing against them, you either one want to capitalize on a big fight right away, or if you're going to take a very easy fight, you got to capitalize on the next one right away. That being so, because you see what happened to Munguia. Munguia had quickly got back in the ring, right thing to do. If it wasn't going to be against a big name like Berlanga or somebody, or Plant or somebody like that, it was with a no name that he did fight. Nobody remembers now. Suras now is going to be known forever because he gave him not only a loss but a knockout, something Canelo couldn't do. Now this is where Bud comes in, and we're going to unwrap this a little bit. People are saying, well, now we definitely know that, hey, Munguia wasn't the guy, and Suras can knock him out, but Canelo couldn't knock out Munguia, therefore Bud has a better chance. No. Understand that Canelo is not in his weight class at 168 nor 175. The fact that he put down Munguia, the fact that he kind of just appointed him from pillar to post, him and Berlanga and everybody else, shows that he's that great at the weight class. He's still Doug Benavidez, but that's a different story for another day. That does not mean that Bud can go up to 168 and dominate or even be close with Canelo, because Canelo did hurt these guys. It's just he doesn't have the power, one punch power to knock them out. However, to knock out a 154 fighter, it'd be a lot easier. If he can hurt the 168 guys, he can definitely knock out the best 154s. And that's where the misconception lies. Does not mean that now Canelo is fair game against Bud. That is the most misguided, misjudged comparison you could possibly make. Don't be that dumb, people. Like, I have more faith in you. Now, back to Munguia. He had to rebuild after the Canelo fight, which is Canelo. You don't have to rebuild that much, and he was doing that perfectly. He should have had a planned fight or a big fight right now, and if he would have lost, hey, guess what? He was trying to come back up against a bigger name, and then if he would have lost, it wouldn't have been a big deal. Now he lost against a guy who nobody knew. Now he has to definitely rebuild. His stock has fallen yet even further than after that, and his career might definitely be over as far as big fights go. Instead of having 1 or 2 or 3 fights to regain himself back into the limelight, he's gonna have to do 4, 5, 6 fights before he gets back on that level. And 6 of those guys, 3 of those guys gotta be at least ranked guys. And well, let's see. Berlanga, doing the right thing, hasn't got a fight yet. But if he does get a fight, it's probably going to have to be against a big name. Plan is being thrown around. I think, oh, man, what's my guy's name? The other Puerto Rican kid. He's like a journeyman, mad tattoos. Rosario. Good name. Should get past Rosario because he's long in the tooth. New York fight, definitely sell. Or in Puerto Rico. Be great. Berlanga has to get past Rosario. He should, but he has to. Then he could take on a plan. If he loses, then guess what? He's banked out his money. That's the way you do it. You don't take risks against these guys that are undefeated owns, and you keep fighting these guys because for long you're gonna find out into one guy. Now I want to push back on the notion that Munguia, because Suras might be better than we think. People are saying that Munguia was beating the crap out of him. Showbiz said this as well, and I didn't think this was true. Munguia was missing a lot of shots. Aside from the shot that put him down in the second, he was missing a lot. Suras was covering up, slipping a lot of punches, especially on the inside. Suras just looked uncomfortable and wasn't giving. He wasn't capitalizing on missed opportunities down around 4. He caught him with an overhand right and an uppercut that seemed to give Munguia Bambi legs. And then he started noticing that overhand punch started catching him a little bit, which he was now getting a little more confident in. I think it was an overhand left, if I'm not mistaken, that put down Munguia. And he just ain't hurt him, like put him down. He hurt him. That ref was more than his rights to call that fight off. I mean, he didn't know what was happening until he kind of sat down or was in the corner. And he kind of realized, like, oh, no, I can go. No, you couldn't have. That guy was going to put you out of your misery hard, and it would have been a worse knockout and a worse in your career than it already was. In that telecast, I remember hearing that, oh, you know, he's back with Eric Morales, and that, you know, he's back to his winning track because, you know, with the Freddie Roach thing, blah, blah, blah. I hate when fighters do this. You have one bad night with a fighter you drop, with a trainer you drop, or you recently just got with, and you go back to the original or the old, whatever, but you kind of blame it on the trainer. That's unprofessional. Because Eric Morales just got him knocked out, something that Freddie Roach did not get him knocked out against Canelo. So, you know, is Munguia that good? I guess not. He just might not be. He's definitely levels above mediocre, one or two. I don't think he's elite, but he's a young guy. He could still come from this and come out better on the other side. Doesn't mean that it's the end for Munguia. He has tools that can help him overachieve. Absolutely. Does he have elite level skill sets? No, he does not. Neither does Berlanga. So that would have been the perfect fight. Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Now it is what it is. But better for Berlanga, because if they do fight, let's say if Munguia can get something together and Berlanga does get a couple of fights, you know, streaks going in the win column, he's the A side against Munguia, but it would have been the other way around. But, you know, let's see. Time will tell. But again, it does not mean that Canelo is not a world-class fighter because he couldn't knock out Munguia, and that Bud has a chance now to either knock out Canelo or not get knocked out by Canelo. That is misinformed, misguided. If this is what you're going by, if we're just saying that, nah, look, he couldn't knock out Munguia, this Surasa guy who nobody heard of, knocked him out, definitely Bud Crawford has a chance to either knock out Bud or at least not get knocked out by, knock out Canelo, or at least not get knocked out by Canelo again. It's not the same thing. And Suras might be better than we think. And we have to see him a couple of more fights. If I was Suras, I would not go and rematch Munguia. That's such a money fight. Now you want to cash out. You got to go now and fight somebody with a name. So even if you get knocked out, you at least get that bag. You need to get out of Mexico, go somewhere else, get the money, and you know, go into the sunset, because this is gonna change your life. You got to go for the gold now. Don't go, because if you're not that guy. But again, I didn't see those things that everybody was seeing, that, oh, he was getting bullied. He wasn't. He was in the ropes a lot, you know, kind of like, you know, backing up. But he caught him. He just kept believing in himself, and that's all it really took. But again, guys, does not mean that Crawford has a shot against Canelo. Does not mean, you know, that this is what that's the bar, you know, that's the measuring stick. Because, hell, I don't even know. We got to see what Suras is all about, because now it's up to Suras to make that win over Munguia better, and Munguia's loss not look as bad by keep on winning against at least known names. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? That this is a trainer problem, a concentration problem, or Munguia's not as good as we thought, or Suras is better than we thought? Let me know in the comments down below. And do you think that this also, in the comments down below, mean that Bud can knock out or beat Canelo? Leave the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.